Good morning, YouTube. Just quick video here. We kind of already started this, but I figured I'd pick it up from here. Picked all my tools up out of storage, and you can see from sitting in my dry van, they kind of got hammered. You know, these are snap-on, these are snap-on. Rust all over these snap-on here. Some of this I've already run through the rust remover. All of these, with the exception of a few, are snap-on, and so they're in this special sauce, and this is called WD40 Rust Remover Soak. I got this at Lowe's. The first batch, this here I just put in here like 15 minutes ago. So the first batch of wrenches, which I'll show you, my kids rinsing them now. This is a Craftsman. This is a snap-on. So the first batch of wrenches, they come clean. I'm really surprised. I was kind of upset, so I'm a little excited that this is going to actually work. I pulled out the other stuff. So these are just some Craftsman wrenches. There's a couple of bonies in there. So these snap-on Allens, they're going to go in the basket too. Now, if you'll notice, so my snap-on tools that were in a container, they didn't get any rust. So very, very happy about that. These here, they were in the container. They didn't get any rust. Sorry for the low light, but so that's what we're doing. I was very skeptical that it was going to work. When it comes to these ratchets, what I'm going to have to do, I'm afraid if I put the whole ratchet in there that it's going to mess up the grease in the head. So I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to do this. Maybe I'll just take the head apart and then soak the body in the solution and see how that goes. So this was snap-on tools. This was snap-on. They're already being cleaned. My son is polishing them. These snap-on, they didn't get any rust on them. They were in this box, so they were protected. And again, this toolbox, you can see here, this is some Craftsman stuff, and it got some light rust. So I'm not sure if the humidity from sitting in the dry van for 2 years caused it. One thing I noticed is there was a chemical smell in that dry van. It really smelled pretty caustic. So I don't know if that was the culprit, but that's really the only thing that got hit. So we're gonna give that a try. This is a snap-on Black Knight that I've had for probably 25 years. Trying to get all this stuff cleaned up, and I will report back. Oh, over here I missed a socket. So we'll throw that in there. And that's the solution. WD-40 Rust Remover Soak. So over Thanksgiving, the week of Thanksgiving and the week before, we built some new shelves and tackle drawers for all my fishing equipment and so forth, and I'm just trying to get all this stuff organized. I went to Home Depot to try and find the stuff, and of course they didn't have it. And I had told my wife that Lowe's would not have it, but sure enough, Lowe's was the one that had them. So just a little quick deal here. All these Fenor Ahabs. Shimano Calcutta, a couple Daiwa Tatulas. Look here, Daiwa Ryoga. And here's another Ryoga that I need to take apart and clean. It got sprayed with salt water. Still works, but the whatever you call this thing, the line level, I believe it is, it won't turn anymore. So anyway, that's what's happening. I will report back with this, and we'll just go through all of this and see what happens. All right, so the instructions say that after you let it soak for, it says a minimum of 30 minutes. I let mine soak a good 24 hours, maybe even longer. We're taking some steel wool just to kind of knock anything else that is left on the tool off. And I am extremely surprised at how well these are coming out. Sorry for the bad light, but that is excellent. Most excellent. Very happy that this is working. So there's a Craftsman. The rest of these are all, you know, that's a snap-on line wrench. That's some coin. I was a little worried about the knurling on these snap-on extensions, but all this come perfectly clean. Very, very impressed. So we'll leave the sockets in for 24 hours, see how they come out, rinsing them with fresh hot water, and we'll see how the sockets come out. All right, so here's the sockets that we put in. They've been in about 24 hours. You can see this cleaner is starting to turn a darker color. A little pitting on some of these. That's to be expected, I guess. But so far they look good, so very interesting. Quite surprised with this so far. Very happy with it. Very pleased that this is turning out this good. So I'm going to take these in and rinse these off in water, and we will be back. All right, guys, we're back out here, and I figured I'd give you a little update on the tool situation. So here's the snap-on wrenches that went through the cleaner. All of the rust is gone. Very, very happy about that. Now I have sprayed these down with WD-40, just this stuff here, the regular stuff. And you can see that it did a nice job. So very happy about that. Very surprised. There is a little bit of pitting. I guess that's to be expected, right? But I have had these a very long time. They don't get used a whole lot. They do get used. Here's some more right here. These here, I mean, they come out very, very nice. Again, I sprayed these down as well with the WD-40. So, well, I live on salt water, and the reason I sprayed them down is because of that. I sprayed these snap-on down as well. Now, they didn't have any rusting because they had this cover on them. So I've still got some to do. Now, these aren't snap-on. This is Craftsman, but can you see that rust there? Yeah, that's gonna all be gone. Very, very happy about that. So I'll show you what we did with the sockets. Now we're still working on all of this. So you can see these extensions. All of these come completely clean. Every one of them. No rust left on them. I've sprayed this stuff down as well. It's super clean. It works. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get the rust off of these ratchets. I'm afraid that if I soak these in the solution that it'll wash out the heads. So I don't know, maybe I won't soak them in the solution. Maybe I'll just take some steel wool and work on them from there. I didn't spray those down. Those there, just spray those down. Maybe that'll keep that from rusting any further. Also, so all my Knipex pliers, as you can see, it took the rust off of them. I've sprayed them down as well with WD-40 just to protect them. Now, one thing I did notice is if you can see the industrial finish on these snap-on pliers, it took off. And then the same thing here with this Matco. Can you see that? That was all black. And you can see how it took all of the finish off. So I've sprayed that down with WD as well. This is a snap-on, you know, a flank drive, adjustable wrench. I've sprayed it down as well. All of my snap-on sockets here, all of them come clean. Everything's good there. Very, very happy about that. Some of these, as you can see, if you can look down inside, there's still a little bit of rust in there. That wasn't there, so that come from whenever I rinsed all of this in the sink with water. That caused that to happen. There's some Matco stuff here. I'm not a Matco fan, but one of the guys that worked with me like 25 years ago had purchased these. He never paid the snap-on or the Matco rep, or he paid him partial, and then he quit and lost his job, whatever. So I bought them out cheap. More snap-on sockets. I mean, they just come out great. So all in all, now let me show you what I've got here in the box. So here is another, this is a snap-on industrial. And you can see, just from me laying the handle in there, it took the finish right off. So again, I'm not sure how I'm gonna deal with that. But this is a snap-on impact socket. All of these in here, not all of them, but most of them. So I don't know if the finish is gonna come off of this or what. If it does, it does. It doesn't really matter. I'll just spray them down with WD-40 and use them. I mean, you can see it is coming off. So I guess that's a snap-on. Yeah. So there's some other chromes in here that I guess I left in here. But this stuff works. Very, very impressed with this. I will definitely be getting more of this, and I will use it going forward. I'll show you the jug. So this is it right here. WD-40 Rust Remover Soak. I think I paid $26 for it at Lowe's. And I also got this right here, this WD Specialist Spray and Stay Gel Lubricant. So we'll get all of these finished up. These Craftsman we might not worry about. The rust on them, I'm sure we'll tune them up. I'm pretty particular about tools, and unfortunately how this come to be is we sold our house 2 years ago, started building a new one, and had to put a lot of this stuff in storage. So I have a 53-foot dry van that I stored this in for 2 years. Well, when I opened it up, the dry van, it had this smell like pesticide or some type of chemical. And I don't know if that had been spilt in the floor or what have you, but I feel like that was the reason that this happened. But I guess it could have been humidity. I mean, you can see that's the old flex head snap-on ratchet. Needs to go back to snap-on and get worked on. So we'll deal with that. Again, I can't be more happy with this product. A little disappointed that my industrial finishes come off, but maybe I didn't read the instructions. So I don't know. I do like it though. I will be using it again. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit like, subscribe, share this video. We'll probably do some more tool videos. We'll definitely be doing some more fishing videos. We should have the boat out of here shortly. We just rearranged all of this. I mean, we're still working on it, but we built all of this shelving just to store all of our stuff. And of course, it's kind of a mess right now. So it won't be too long. We'll have all this back together, and we'll hopefully be bringing you some more videos. So like and subscribe, hit the bell, share. Thanks for watching.